You are live.
We are live. Oh my goodness. This is
Hey, everybody.
hey everyone, welcome back.
So good to see
Uh
everyone.
it's nice to see everyone. Nice to be here. My goodness. Wow. So I'm Jeff Pulver. This is oh my goodness. That was Amy. Now I can't tell who's behind the mask. Oh, there you are.
It's still
Hey, happy Halloween and we're back for a very special edition of
Ask the
Ask the
Oracle.
Oracle. Howdy. Yay. My goodness, it's been a while. Monty and Amy, how are you? And have you published new books in between? Like, what's going on? It's been a few months. You must have written a few books, and new things have come out. How are you?
We worked very hard during the pandemic, and then it's like waiting for buses in New York City because of the supply chain problems. We were supposed to have things staggered every 6 months. They all sort of came out at the same time. So we had the Intuition Oracle come out since we've seen everybody, and we also had the Art of Affirmations.
That's what we're going to demonstrate. We're going to use all our cards.
Yeah,
That's what we like to do.
they're very different.
Anyhow, happy Halloween, everybody. It's the leaves are changing where we live, and it's that Scorpio time of year, and the veil is thin. Although in this house, the veil's always thin.
This is true. That's the only thing that's thin in this house is the veil.
Right. Hey.
I'm not big on, believe it or not, Halloween, but when I was a kid, I happened to have won many Halloween contests.
Oh, I'm not
I don't
surprised.
know why.
And she wasn't even dressed, probably.
Oh,
This is usually the day of the year that the only day that like I dress like a Swiss businessman, and
I wear a simple strand of pearls and a black dress.
yep. But we're ready for Ask the Oracles. It feels so right doing it, right, Jeff?
absolutely does. The timing is everything. The vibe is there, and it just feels like a good time to be back and to be present. So I'm really excited, and I feel really good about where we're going. I have to say that.
Yeah.
And it's just a very good, interesting times. So what does the astrology look like? I know that I know that we're back in Mercury retrograde once again.
Well, actually, Jupiter is retrograded into the sign of Pisces. Here's the astro clock. And you can see the sun is coming up. Wait, hold on a second. We're in the interim period between a solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. There's always a lunar eclipse after a solar eclipse. So here's the sun. And when you see the sun next to this thing that looks like headphones, and then you have a new moon or a full moon when it's near this area, because that's the north node and the south node of the moon. That's where the moon crosses the ecliptic. The moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. So that is where eclipses happen. And so right now, we have Uranus is down by this other headphone. The moon's over here in Aquarius, just went into Aquarius.
Just tell them what it means.
Lunar eclipse, which is happening on the United States, is election day, usually indicates reversals. So I'm not surprised to see a lot of predictions being made that things are going to be different. Parties that are in power are going to be reversed. But we shall see, right? Because you never know.
We've been through many surprises in the last few years, right?
And for those of you who are
Absolutely.
very sad about this, first of all, I want to remind you that miracles happen. And second of all, harken back to me the day Nixon was elected, sitting in a bar on 23rd Street saying, I'm going to Canada. I was so depressed and thinking, oh my God, this is horrible. And I lived through it, and we'll live through this too, because we're all amazing people.
That's right.
And we have asked the oracles to guide us.
That's right. So I hope you're getting your questions ready, everyone. And thanks for wearing your hats and your headdresses and your...
Look at that. That's a nice outfit with the hat and the glass and the mask.
So is that Frank Kane?
That's what it
What
says.
is it?
Totally in disguise, including the name.
And Joyce, I love your cap.
Yeah, and look at Lydia has a nice.
Lydia, very nice headdress that follows you everywhere.
Very dynamic.
She has her hair like that, but Marty has her hair like purple.
Marty, I like that color on you. Well, it's great to see everybody. I hope this keeps our chops. This keeps our oracle chops good, answering questions one after the other. I mean, we do that for each other every day.
Yes, we do. Well, because, you know, this is a very difficult time astrologically. And so this is the kind of time when you need your intuition to be functioning as best as possible. And that's when oracle systems can help. And whether you use the creativity oracle like Jeff uses, using the Jeff Pulver technique of 3 cards.
Which, by the way, I do appreciate the fact that the Art of Affirmations, you have 3 mini decks, so we could do actually a read through the deck. I like that. You could take 3 cards rather than one from each. I love that. That was
We were
these are affirmations. So when you ask a question today, you're going to ask for a message about a certain subject,
Right.
and we can give you a focus with an affirmation as part of the message.
And for people, not that anyone in our audience thinks that affirmations are woo-woo, but affirmations are going on in your head all the time.
Especially negative ones.
Well, yeah, usually I can't do that because this is never going to happen, because I'm not good enough to do that, because, I mean, these are affirmations, and by flipping the switch, you help yourself to create the reality that you want, because that's the best way to predict the future, is to create it.
and it also reinforces where you go, and to allow yourself to believe. And
Yes.
it's just fascinating, because it's like, you know, when we learn to believe in who we are and what we can do, we become unbounded. But we have to allow that to flow through and to embrace it. And so, being able to set do a daily affirmation, whether it's one read to you, one that you create, one that you find, and embrace it where it resonates, is very powerful and provides direction when it can't be found otherwise. And I must say the packaging was quite divine.
Thank you so much. And, you know, we have a little slit in the top, and that's so you can put your card in there for the day and turn it into an altar.
Ooh.
And have it remind you. So I just want everybody to know that's not a mistake. It's
We're always thinking here.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
We're and things are, the books are doing well. I mean, Intuition Oracle is doing well. Art of Affirmations.
It's just hard to remember all the books we've done.
Well, like I said, they all came like buses in New York City when you're waiting for buses, and they all, 6 of them show up after none of them show up for a while.
Wow.
That's the supply chain issues, but that's why we wear the mask and we play the game.
My goodness. So I should ask, so we're here to celebrate the Art of Affirmations and everything really that you've done so far. Do you have any new titles coming out later this year that we should be on the lookout for?
Well, we actually do.
Yes, in January we have the Karmic Birthday book,
Ooh.
which is all kinds of messages for every day of the year.
Yeah,
that's a big book. It's like 400 pages.
Yeah, that's exciting. And those of you who are interested in the tarot, if you've missed the Zerner Farber Tarot,
that came out in 1997.
Yeah.
It's coming out again.
It's coming out again. The little deck. It's no more complaining about the cards are too big of the Enchanted Tarot. The little deck is coming.
Because if people complain, then we fix it, right?
That's right.
Not that we want to hear any complaint.
No.
But we're excited. We just got that the other day, so we kind of quelled over that.
Yes.
Congratulations. My goodness. Wow. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Well, you know,
he's still working away on his astrology book.
Yeah, which is exciting to me, actually. I realize it's my magnum opus. Everyone's going to be able to read an astrology chart. It's not that hard.
You said the person who's still writing the book because you realize how hard it is to teach it.
Well, summer happened. And speaking of January, Amy's having a show in Los Angeles in January.
Really? That's awesome. Where in LA?
It's called MASH Gallery in West Hollywood. And that's because one of our friends here, I don't know if she's here today, Lacey, took my art book to this gallery owner, and the woman flipped out and loved my work and putting me in a wonderful show of spiritual art.
Do you have dates for it yet? Do you know the dates in January?
It's mid-January, but I'll let everybody know. And Miss Anne-Marie from LA is going to attend in our stead, right, Anne-Marie? Anne-Marie's going in our stead.
Yes, of course I will attend. I will be stalking the train. I'll stay the whole time.
Thank you.
And answer everyone's question.
Unless the Pulver jet comes and takes us. We've decided that we will fly Pulver Air. That's the only.
That's it.
Well, depending upon when in January, there may be a serendipitous moment in timing where we may go through. We'll see.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay.
And, again, we're living in the times when anything and everything is possible. So we'll see.
Yes, we'll do our teleportation.
And, we'll just find a way to move the data bits around. So we're moving people too. It's all cool.
Excellent.
Hey,
Excellent.
so is everyone getting their question in the chat?
I think so. Some people put questions in. We'd like to thank those of you who have sent. Oh, by the way, for this episode, Lauren and Harry are very happy to accept tips. For those of you who want front of line service to ensure that you get your questions in, we have a limited time for questions. So tipping is always appreciated, particularly for the show, for the producers, and for the team. And I believe in the chat is also a link. If those of you who like private readings with Monte, you can now, not that you couldn't do it before, but there should be information for not only where to get the decks, but also for access to Monte. And I also have links for myself, for my own stuff that I'm doing. So I'd like to thank Lauren and Harry for getting all the links in. Tips that you send, there's a PayPal, Lauren, you send it, just put the tipping information in again, please. And with that, maybe, Lauren, you want to go to the first question of the day? Okay, can't hear you, but please unmute and let us know who. Hi, Lauren. You're still muted, though.
So sorry. Doing a lot of little things at the same time. Today's first question comes to us from Jewel.
Hi,
Jewel, welcome. And Jewel, we're asking you to unmute. So if you can unmute yourself, that would be lovely. Oh, there you go. Still muted. There, that's better. Okay.
And what's the question?
Sorry, I am in sort of a public place right now.
Okay, we'll try and keep it clean.
What do you want to know?
So my question was, that I am at a place where I'm ready to find new love and partnership, and have done a lot of work on myself and opening my heart for that, and was curious if that will be coming for me in the next 6 months or so.
It looks pretty good. Because Amy just picked the Breathe, I Am Enlightened card.
So if you say you've been working on yourself, you got to stay in that zone because that's what's going to draw it to you.
Enlightenment comes from understanding the dualities.
Right.
We are each but a speck in this universe, and yet to each of us, I breathe in the worlds beyond my world. I'm filled with the power that animates the planets. I breathe out limits. So I think it's just to stay in your head. Listen, miracles happen. Somehow Amy and I met each other when we were 24 and 23 and really stoned. And we're talking about the 1974. So if that can happen, anything can happen.
Also, when we were talking about our belief system before, we set limits on ourselves. So this card is a reminder not to set limits of how the person should look, of that you have to have a baby next year, whatever we do in our mind that's so personal, to try to be open. And I got this card from the Intuition Oracle, which is the Worrier. So that's what you got to stop, is worrying about it.
Right.
That's part of being enlightened.
I can handle whatever life brings to me. This is a really important affirmation because the truth of the matter is if you're having that thought, you're still alive and you've gotten through a whole lot of stuff. So it's to empower yourself with that you've gotten it. And also I feel like within 6 months you are going to meet somebody that's psychic. That has nothing to do with the call.
It's just psychic.
What does Jeffrey get? Because he's as psychic as I am.
Well, I've been
welcome.
pulling cards just to get side messages, but first of all, as long as you remain open and positive, the challenge for you is to stay in your flow and to not detract yourself, not to distract yourself from where you want to be. and to allow yourself and remain open to what you want to receive. And yeah, with Monty's point, I actually think a couple of things. 6 months, sure, but you may have actually seen this person already, but did not acknowledge them. And you will be really surprised that when you realize who it is. And that's not to say that there won't be others, but you are getting signs, and just listen to your inner voice for the direction you're seeking, because it's there, and don't doubt yourself. And also, as easy as it's harder to do, but don't jump to conclusions. Be open to yourself as much as you want others to be open to you, and you will find what you're seeking. But you have to allow yourself to see, because it's not going to come through your eyes. It's going to come through the energy that's presented to you.
Okay.
And then, I did from the creativity oracle, I did pull 3 cards, as one does. And it's I got was nature, stuck, and patience.
Okay.
Which I just read now. I actually didn't look at it prior to talking. So I think the cards speak a lot, and allow yourself to be who you are, and you will find that magic will happen as divinely as you wish it.
Yeah, I feel like you're glowing and you're ready. So I wouldn't worry about. And one thing I've realized is, at the time I met Amy, I didn't realize that she was into me as much as she turns out she was. So we were all dealing with our own insecurities, So that's why I think the enlightenment card.
That's right. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
for being part of
Thank
Ask the
you.
Oracles. Yay. Thank you. Lauren, who's our next question of the day?
Our next question comes from Stacy Friedman. Stacy, welcome.
Please just
Hi.
unmute yourself. Oh, there you are.
Hi. What's your question, Stacy?
I'm just curious again about the same last person about my love life. What's going on? What can I expect?
Okay,
Okay.
let's put a
Time frame?
time on it. Let's put 6 months on it like we did before.
Okay.
We got lots of cards. It's like a barber
good.
shop. 3 decks, no waiting.
So I got the transform card, and it says, I changed my life by transforming myself. So this is calling for you to change, either some belief system, change something that, is habitual. Just as an earthbound caterpillar transforms into a butterfly and flies away, we must use our time on earth. You just moved it, so I can see.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We must use our time on earth to become ourselves fully and beautifully. The meaning of your life is to give your life meaning. So think about transformation in
Okay.
terms of this question.
And you got a really cool specific card from the intuition
Which
oracle.
is the partners.
The partners. This is literally the card that you want, one of the cards you want to see. It says, I keep my word and I put my partnership first in all ways.
So I think that's saying it's a priority. If this is something you really, really want, make it a priority in terms of your visualizations, your affirmations, your, what you choose to do in your daily life, where you go, what you do. Make it like you are in a partnership.
Right.
Make your home that way.
The
Make your
question,
intention that way.
are you in a partnership? Sort
I
of?
am not. I just recently ended something about 2 months ago, but which I thought was my soulmate, and we were gonna be together, and it's just was kind of devastating.
That's
No, I can
very
understand.
recent.
Yeah, that's like yesterday. I mean, as a psychic, I heard good when you said you ended it, but that's just me, so I might be wrong. But
No, I think you're right.
Well, but do make sure that you've let go of any and all attachment that might still be connected to it, because
right.
that attachment that may be holding you back from where you really want to be. So I pulled 3 cards just to, and I actually don't think I've ever pulled these together. It's
Cool.
Sacred Space, Manifestation, and Enchantment all together.
Nice.
So, that's like, I don't know, to me, that's like winning something.
Yeah.
And so I
Also,
do believe you will get what you're looking for, but what I was feeling is that whatever you had still is a lot. It's like the flicker of the flame in the fire pit still on, even if it's not meant to be. So douse it and bury it, and move on and let go,
Okay.
and just cut all the ties so that there is no, so what you have is what's in front of you, and
Well,
don't.
I just unfriended him on Facebook and Instagram yesterday. So I took that step. I'm like 80%, 90% there.
All right. Well, today doesn't remember tomorrow. Tomorrow will not remember today, but you will.
Okay. Thank you.
So just take that forward so that you own it.
Hey, Jeff, was that the Talmud or was that you?
That was I.
That was a good one. I like that. That definitely sounded like a rabbi talking, my friend.
He's channeling his
He's in
rabbi.
the-
And look who's next with her question.
Oh my goodness!
Joyce
Happy
Bryan.
Halloween! I'm Joyce. You're not in Italy, are you? You're back in America.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
What's
How
up,
are you?
Joyce?
Oh, hi. I'm fine. How are you? We missed
You're
you.
good.
We're
I'm
good.
speaking to the collective we.
We ran into Joyce by accident on Shelter Island. It was a lot of fun.
If it was an accident, you never know.
This is
right.
true. So what's your question?
What's your
Gift.
question, Joyce?
Oh, that's beautiful. It's a gift. I wanted to. Okay. My question is, how wonderful will our Thanksgiving visit be with our Italian friends coming for the first time for Thanksgiving?
Wow.
We're frying a turkey and we hope that it's successful.
Okay.
Are you sure they're not bringing food?
No, I'm not sure.
Oh,
They're
I think
Italian.
they're definitely they're bringing a feast to share with you.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah,
they're
it's
bringing.
so funny because I get the nurturer. So yeah, I think they're going to be very nurturing to you, even though you're so nurturing and going to give a lot to them. So just remember, you deserve to feel nurtured too.
Wait a minute. Does Borders and Customs allow you to bring food into the country? So I
No.
deserve. I don't think so. But I have
They
a.
are sending me a package, so that's very funny. I have no idea what's in it.
This is the weird thing about being psychic, but this is the nurturer. I mean, there she is, baby at the breast, the whole business.
That's
Wow.
me, baby.
Maybe it's going to be more fun than you think.
Some light over there.
I hope so. I do think so. I'm very excited about it. I just want it to go smoothly.
Smoothly is
It's
a
a love
different thing.
question. It's a love question. It's the same thing as everybody else.
What did you get, Jeff?
I'm just pulling right now. Well, for the first question was interesting. Collaboration, details, and actualization. So,
Yeah.
so I do think that your Thanksgiving, but I'll tell you what I was going on with Monte was saying. It feels like no one's going to go hungry, and that what's really going to be interesting for you is their takeaways will not necessarily be what you think, but overall you guys will have fun because once you let go of any angst you have, it's nothing but joyous. Literally joyous and fun.
I think so too. And I got the yogini, which is you're a yoga teacher. So I think you should make that part of the day, share your yoga with them.
Oh,
since
that's
you're gonna be
great.
eating so much.
Right.
Wow.
That's
Oh
great.
God, it's so nice to do this again, everybody.
I know.
Thank
It's
you so
like
much
being
for
with the
everybody for
family.
coming here.
It is wonderful. Well, Joyce, so nice to
Thank
see you. We
Thank you.
will have
Great
to,
see
one of these days we will visit Shelter Island again, and
you. I want you to. I want you to.
that'll be fun. We will definitely do that trip. My goodness, so nice to be back.
This is like everybody gets to play Monopoly with the people who invented Monopoly.
We welcome Richard Gordon. It's his
Hey,
turn for a
Richard.
question.
Hey, Amy. Hey, Monty. Hey, Jeff.
Great
Good
to
to
see
see
you.
all of you.
Nice to see you.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Thank you.
Halloween.
Right now it's Richard Marks.
What's
Yeah,
up?
Sorry.
That's okay. So my question is romantic partnership. I'll continue the theme that's rolling.
Okay.
And I've been putting a lot of attention upon this. And there are several possibilities. I think that I know who it is. And something is probably going to be rolling about that here in a couple of months. So just checking to see if I'm on the right track or any guidance that you happen to have.
I get this heal card. It's the perseverance. So it's definitely telling you to keep going. And because it has a gold hand, I think it might be somebody very creative, you know,
Okay.
who is, Monty's mother used to tell me I had guilt in my hands. So, you know, that might help you narrow down who you're thinking of, somebody with golden hands.
What's with this thing?
It
I
says-
keep going no matter what. I have to tell you that psychically, I got the feeling that this person is a real exciting person. So
Yeah. So
That's-
I think I know who it is. And things are unfolding in that direction. And it's somebody who's a friend and close, and we have similar spiritual perspectives and trainings.
well, yeah, there you go. This is definitely the person I
So
saw.
it's, how should you handle it to, you know, achieve what you want? So I get the dancer.
Oh, yay. Okay.
And that's, you know,
Wow.
that's a beautiful way to celebrate it and feel free to express yourself and have them feel safe and free to express themselves with you. I mean, that's the ultimate in a relationship, right?
Right. I'm not able to read the back of the card, Monte.
Oh, I'm sorry. It says the dancer. You must feel free to express yourself if you want to live a truly authentic life of quality and meaning. Our soul's dance is unending. And this
I love
Yeah.
that.
that's from the Wild Goddess Oracle. I just got the feeling when this person walks in the room, everybody's head turns around. So
Yeah, I mean,
Well, if they're going to dance in like that.
yeah,
well, I just for what it's worth, the message I got was let go for the change, and it will recharge you. So if this person is someone who literally recharges you, and you feel it, then you know who it is.
Right.
But the let go to empower the change, I think is important, right? Because again, if you bring attachments into a relationship that from the past, it may block you from being able to connect with the way you want to with the future.
Well, this fits because she's in the process of doing that detachment right now. So this is part of the reason why there's a period of time we've got to make sure that energetically everything's clean and clear, and that past is ended, and then we step into the new. And there's already seen the sequencing of it.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
You deserve it, Richard. Good
you
luck.
certainly do. And she's a lucky person.
Thank you so much.
Oh, it's true.
wow. There you go.
Well, that was
And
great.
all these love partnerships. Everyone's
Yes.
got to report back to us.
I never
Exactly.
associated Halloween with love.
With love. There you
go.
go. And Richard Marks is next. So we had
Hey,
two
Richard.
Richards in a row. Sorry about the confusion. Welcome,
Okay.
Richard.
Welcome, Richard.
The other Richard got a good reading, so that's great. And
You was
Really?
robbed,
Yeah.
as we used to say in Brooklyn about the Dodgers back in the 50s.
Well, what's your question, Richard?
well, first of all, Amy and Monte and Jeff, thank you. It's absolutely great to see you all and be together.
Oh, it's
Thank
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah, and
Trouble is, it makes me realize how much I missed this.
it
Not a
is
bad
great.
thing.
Let's not miss
manifesting.
it so much. I know it's great. I'm always on questions about not just career and normal jobs because I don't have a normal life, but about the value of connecting my creativity with money. So, what would a good purpose be for me to do that? Connecting creativity and money
Okay.
together.
Okay,
And,
that's a good
I'll
one.
give you an example, Amy and Monte. You've done it. You've created these cards. It's
Yes.
a great that kind of way of thinking about taking our gifts out into the world and also helping ourselves make an income from it.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing it for a while too.
Well, I get energy work. Do you do that? So some way that you can share your particular creative brand of energy work. And, you know, this is from the Breathe deck to help people realize how connected they are. See the figure as part of the environment, as part of the planets, as part of the animals, and part of nature. I think you can articulate ways that people can experience that. And also I get the nurture card from the heal deck that you can support and protect people that you care about. So it's really like a healing work.
This is actually a great card because this is about building your castle on rock. And this can be this card can indicate success than this particular one.
What card is it?
It's called the nurture.
Okay.
I support and protect those I care about. We all have an obligation to give our best efforts to support and protect those we care about. We each need to be a strong, powerful castle for each other so that we can each feel safe and able to heal.
It's like you being the rock for everybody. And I know you were asking about how to make money from your creativity, but I got this. This card means the lustful.
Ooh.
Yeah, so maybe doing tantric teaching, I don't know. Affirmation, I embrace my individuality and sexuality as sacred gifts. It's a powerful card.
What do you think? Does this all tie in?
It all ties in. I mean, first of all, I live in New York City, so there are not a lot of healers in the city.
It's true.
So, you know what I mean?
Strangely, that's true.
It's been like
Yeah.
that.
It's always been the case. So coming out as a healer in New York, I noticed a lot of healers. We do end up as healers here, and then we leave and they go to somewhere.
That's really true.
But they need it.
Yeah.
They need it. And plus, I think there is more open-mindedness about it now. Don't you think?
Because it's not always been really quite, everyone's getting ahead here, and it's not a spiritual city by nature. But yes, since the pandemic, there's vast need for people to experience joy and healing and
in New York City,
in New York City, because it's New York City. And why not? And the other is so you see me staying in New York.
Well,
I would say, what does Jeff got?
Well, what I pulled was overwhelm, visualize, and collaboration to answer that first question about what to do or where to go. And so I get the overwhelm part, that feeling. Visualize to me is for you to visualize the success you want. And the collaboration I cannot ignore, because it may very well be that you'll be collaborating with others in some type of energetic partnership to bring forth the work that you want to do in a way to monetize it, a way that you feel comfortable. There's no blocking here. The only one who's blocking is you. And when you allow yourself to flow, to connect, you will have it in front of you. It's always been there, but it's for you have to see it. And so to let go of what's stopping you, sometimes it's very helpful to collaborate with somebody to take away the burden, but you're not taking away from what you do. It's just to let yourself flow be in your flow and not stop yourself. It's intense. I get that. And I know it's sometimes hard to be who you are, but when you accept you for who you are, you, not anyone else, just you, magic will present itself in a way that gave you the direction to do what you started out doing.
Wise words. And thank you, because I think healing work is what it is. I think
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so too.
But don't let your words be heard by others, those who need it, those who must hear what you have to say.
Okay, thank you so much, all of you.
Thank you,
James.
That was our pleasure.
Well,
Thanks
next
for joining
up,
us.
we have Susanna.
Hi, Susanna.
Hey,
How are ya?
Susanna.
She's
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you all?
We're good.
So
We're
good
good.
to see you. So good to be back. Oh my gosh. So
That good, huh?
I noticed a great shift in my life. I had a tumor taken out of me. And
That's
I know, how weird. And everything was fine with that, but like it just sort of changed everything. It's like whatever I was holding on to is just gone.
Yeah.
So this new change, I'd like some guidance on the new change. And I'm just kind of getting my sea legs in the new change because it's really great.
Okay.
So just kind of generally, what is this new change and what can I do to nurture it?
So I get the goddess of compassion from the Art of Affirmations. It
Mhm.
says, I blend intuition and logic to guide my decisions. So I think you're more compassionate to yourself. You're more forgiving to yourself, and that spills over into being more understanding and compassionate to other people. And that's such a healing energy to be in so many ways these days, when there's so much polarity and so much disagreement and, you know, pointing fingers. So if we can be in that compassionate state, and of course what you've been through is so life-changing, you know, it's opened your heart big time.
Yeah.
Well, it's as somebody who's had melanoma, I had skin cancer once. It's odd when your body's trying to kill you. So yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is Western medicine can do amazing things, and so they got it in time. I got the Dreamer from the Intuition Oracle, which is one of my favorite art pieces Amy's done recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
I
pretty.
pay attention to what my dreams are trying to tell me. So I would say you would get a lot of your answers in dreams now.
They've been just crazy, like aliens. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah,
It's always so crazy.
my dream was so weird last night. I had my parents together again, which they haven't been since I was 12 years old. So that's how crazy that was.
Wow. Well, I pulled cards, and I think the words I got were evolve, change, and reflection, which sort of speaks to where you're at. And I would just really encourage you to follow your intuition and those gut feels for what to do, and not look to rationalize why you do them, because you give meaning to your acts. And it's up to you to decide what to do. And while I appreciate you being here asking for direction, this direction is inside you. So accept yourself for who you are, listen to your voice, and your path will be present. And follow it to the best that you can, as comfortable as you are. It will be rough at times, but there's a beautiful pot of gold waiting for you called life. Embrace that.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
I think someone's got an affirmation deck coming out pretty soon.
Not at all. I'm just going
Get to work, Jeff.
That was beautiful, Jeff.
Yeah, really. He's knocking them out of the park here.
Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome, Suzanne. Thanks for sharing that with us.
Next up is
Lisa.
Lisa Richards.
Hey, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Welcome.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. About a year ago, I asked you all if I should take a trip to Dallas for my birthday. I don't know if you remember that one, but it was shrouded in mystery. And I want you to know that it turned out real good.
Yay.
I'm planning on going back to Dallas, been back and forth to Dallas quite a bit. And I'm planning to go to Dallas again for New Year's, and I wanted to know what I might expect.
Well, I know one of 3 particular stores you have to visit when you're in Dallas, right?
Michelle Welsh is here. She owns the Soultopia stores. You have to check those out. Like the best New Age stores ever.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Though she's probably mad at us for calling them New Age stores. They're not New Age stores.
Oh, whatever.
Mind, body, spirit.
Yeah.
Crystals. Amazing energy stores.
Well, so I get about Dallas for you. It says, I'm in the flow. That's from the Art of Affirmations. So I think you feel really at home there, right?
Mm-hmm.
That you're meant to go and flow. And let's see, read what it said on the back.
Maybe you'll be there during the tide. Breathe. I am in the flow. All things great and small flow and grow and follow their destiny. I breathe in the ability to go with the flow. I am filled with the confidence that I will be carried to exactly where I should be. In this case, Dallas. I breathe out my desire to control everyone and everything. I don't think I'll ever breathe that out.
But we can be in the flow.
Yeah. I mean, these are goals, right? I mean, perfection is, as they say here on this big sign, perfection is not an accident. And perfection doesn't really exist. But at least we try.
And by the way, this is also from Michelle. They have this fantastic event in May called Tide, where they have all kinds of tarot speakers. We're going to make it one of these times, right?
Right. Even if the earth has to shake us and we'll just like
Go into
roll down to Dallas.
I asked. So to answer, I pulled cards. I mean, for the new year for you. I mean, there's definitely something there, but it's like so the words I pulled from the creativity article was procrastination, transformation, and generosity. So I think the generosity is what you are bringing upon yourself by not procrastinating, by getting there, and not waiting. I mean, it's more like there's several multiple points of opportunity for you in Dallas, and it's not only just Dallas; it's somewhere else near Dallas. And it's you got to go with your heart. In this case, you have to go with your head, and you have to go with your most importantly follow the flow that you have. Because as I was saying, you have to, when you're in that flow, nothing will stop you. Nothing will stop you. But you have to allow yourself to be in flow, and so that might mean you have to stop rationalizing and just start doing. And not allow the barrier to entry to be you, because no one else is going to block you but you. So when you connect to your flow in that moment, you will see what you need to do. You'll just know it. And just not even try, do not rationalize, be you. And understand that you're fully accepted for who you are, where you are.
Hope that helps, Lisa. That was nice, Jeff.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Next up in our question line today is Frank Kane.
Who is Frank Kane?
Yeah, really. It's like a mystery story.
It is. Sorry, forgive me. It's Rosie here. Hiding. Sorry, I've got the wrong name tag on it and I couldn't change it. So
No problem.
It adds to the Halloween thing.
Yes, exactly. Mysterious. So look, thank you very much it's lovely to see you. Happy Halloween. My question is I've been hunting jobs, and I've spent so much time looking at for new jobs, and just wondering, will I get anything by Christmas?
Oh, definitely. I mean, that's as a psychic. I didn't pull a card or anything, but I have a feeling. I think you're going to have a situation like us with waiting for the buses, where there's going to be more than one that's going to happen at the same time, and you'll have to decide which one you want to do.
Yeah, and on top of that, there's work that you could do for yourself that while you're looking to get hired, there's stuff that you could do that's actually just as interesting as the place where you want to work for. So you could work for yourself in the process, and you may get more joy and delight out of that than having to respond to anyone or be accountable to anyone, because what you want to do is unique enough that it will stand out. But you have to allow yourself to hire yourself, because don't forget, you could always fire yourself. But you have to be willing to hire yourself.
I love that, Jeff. I get the peacemaker and the lighthearted cards. So I think, those are gifts that you have that when you're looking for a job, I don't know if you're into conflict resolution or something, but somehow your spirit is the fact that you have a good sense of humor and that you bring peace wherever you go should be part of the job description that you're looking for. I wonder what that would be. Stand-up comedy?
I've had my moments, so no, it's more, I'm afraid it's a very kind of physical kind of managerial kind of a thing. So, but look, thank you. That's great.
Well, do you do anything with HR? Because the peacemaker.
I know I've a fear of HR actually. So, and I just find that people are just increasingly narcissistic, and I just have a big issue with that, So, but I mean, what you were saying there, but I mean, basically, I was sort of saying, okay, look, if I can't get something within the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to have to sort of do any little project just to keep me busy and moving forward, So, because I was spending so much time.
I do think you will find success. I mean, the cards are speaking too, because it's indecision, cycles, and success.
Oh, good.
So I think that, as they were saying, you may be both overwhelmed, and at the same time, you will find success. But the deciding factor is you have to allow yourself to be successful, and not be afraid to accept what that means. And It's funny. People worry about negative. This is a good positive, and it's just embrace what that success will take you. Because as long as you're open to where that road will lead, magic will follow. But if you block it, all bets are off. So find a way to say, I'm okay. I love what I do. I love myself for who I am. I'm open to receiving what's out there for me, and I'm capable of standing on my own feet and doing what I need to do for me. Because you can, and you will.
That's great.
I think when
Thank you
people
so much.
feel like they're hitting a wall, then
Yeah.
and their affirmations become more negative because you think it's not going to happen. I'm doing something wrong, all that. So you have to like regroup and stay positive and feed all that good stuff into your psyche. It's
Absolutely.
strengthens you.
Next up in our question line is Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Oh my God, the queen herself.
Look at this. Hello.
Congratulations on your book, which is so perfect for this time of year, Spirits Unveiled.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. And all your Northwest
Everybody-
Tarot Symposium and the International Divination event. I mean, you're just like the queen of New Thought.
No, I was just on a California TV, radio, not TV. Yeah, TV. And like in the middle of it, I was moving the screen because my head wasn't in that thing. So yeah, I've had a day, and now I can't get on the Venmo or the PayPal or anything. So I'm a little discombobulated here. So sorry.
It is that kind of day, right?
Well, listen, we're dealing with FedEx losing something that they have. So it happens.
What would you like to know, Michelle?
My question is, what would it look like, I guess, more if I try to go broader with a little bit broader to the audience that I'm trying to appeal to in my practice? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Like the next book or, yeah, that'd be one question.
But is it really trying? I think it's doing for you. It's because you never try. You make stuff happen. So
yeah.
So I would drop the try because you're never about trying. When you look at what people who work for you, you look at what they do, not what they tried, and you do that for yourself too. So if you're looking to expand the scope of who you want to go to, the only challenge you have is being understood. As long as the people that you're targeting understands who you are and what you're offering and why they should come to you and work with you or come in and buy from you, you'll be incredibly successful. More so, you can scale. You have a team, and more importantly, you have your own vision to follow, and the light that you bring to that world is so bright people cannot avoid but finding it. They are attracted into it. So you just have to let yourself grow. Not try, but be who you are, be who you're meant to be. And magic and everything else will happen. And divination is there. It is just for you to step forward and say, I am who I am, and accept you for that magic.
Thank you.
I agree.
I get the messenger from the wild goddess. And to me, when I first looked at it, it meant it's what you need to hear and what message you need for yourself now is what's going to embody the project or embody this next phase. I find that's true for us. Sometimes we start feeling the pulse, and it's usually what we need. And so we create that for ourselves. And then it turns out it's right for other people during this time. So the messenger, and I also get timing. So I think it's also about timing, if that makes sense to something that maybe you've been thinking about how to have a great sense of timing in your life and how to make choices depending on being in the flow of whether you describe it astrologically or, to feel what's right for me during this time.
Thank you.
I'll just add in some words, which I just found fascinating: resurrection, capable, and perfectionism. And
perfectionism.
Perfectionism, yes, exactly. And I like the capable. The resurrection to me is really bringing back something that you've been thinking about. We know you're quite capable, and the perfectionism might be the block for you. So if you allow yourself not to be perfect, even though you very well may be, but allow yourself to be what it is, right? It is just absolutely divine. I mean, I feel it.
Thank you.
And do you think you were thinking about broadening your practice to reading for people who do what you used to do?
Somewhat.
In the legal profession?
That would be so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
because I think that I don't know, of course, but you might be very logically restricting that because you don't want to get involved with those people again. But at the same time, I think they might need you.
Oh, they do need her. Oh, come on. They absolutely need her.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, absolutely they need it. So yeah, I think, by the way, if you could figure that out, Michelle, you're going to be opening the gates for others to follow in your footsteps too, to do something no one else has really been able to do yet. So that you're going to be you're going to create a breakthrough that's going to be beautiful for so many others too, because you'll be the one who started this.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Michelle.
Lauren, how are we doing with timing and questions?
Well, Lucinda's up right now, and after Lucinda, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more.
Okay, just want to bring forward the time is close to or 10
Yes,
minutes before
because
the
you
hour.
guys are nice and talkative, and the 5 that are left, including, and Lucinda's the 6th, like your time. So, you got 6 people to fit in.
All
You
right.
can.
We'll sail through this.
We were going to call the show "Ask the Yentas," but it didn't make the test audience.
What's your question, Lucinda? Good to see you.
Welcome back.
All of you, and happy Halloween to you all.
Thank you.
Before I ask my question, I just want to mention today, because it's a day when, before I left the house, I have a place where I have the pictures of my ancestors and my loved ones that have passed on, and I left treats and rum for them.
Nice.
So this is a really nice day, if any of you feel so inclined to do such a thing. Okay, so now, my question is that I was wondering if you guys could just give me a spirit guidance for the next 3 months. And thank you very much. Nice to see you all.
Okay. Just want to tell everybody that when you get the Art of Affirmation, since we're here promoting it, you get 3 different decks. So that's the reason the cards seem different. There's 3 different decks that come in the case. That's why there's Breathe, Heal, and Divine. Jeffrey has his, thank God.
So the one I just pulled for you is Monte's Master Affirmation. I have all that I need to get what I want. So it's a prosperity message. If you feel like you're lacking maybe the funds to do what you have to do. I mean, we just had all kinds of repairs on our house. So everything's so expensive now, right? When you have a house.
Yeah, we think the card misunderstood and thought that we have all the problems we need that have to get fixed on the house.
But anyhow, if you were having similar issues, this is the goddess of prosperity for you. You have all that you need to get what you want. So we got this bill from a roofer. We had roofing and painting and plumbing all at once. And anyhow, I sold a bunch of pieces at Bergdorf's that paid for the whole thing. So, these affirmation things work.
Yeah. Well,
you just got to keep doing them.
It's all about magnetizing yourself, turning yourself into a magnet that attracts the right things. Right, Jeff?
Absolutely. And 3 words for you for the next few months is direction, beliefs, and truth.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can't make this up. So I think that is a guidance which I find to be really helpful. And but so hear your own voice and be who you are.
And she's a great writer too.
I got truth for you also from the Intuition Oracle. So that's the message for the next 3 months. Yeah, you're an amazing writer, Lucinda. So you have to write even more about your truth.
Just what you want to hear.
I've been working on a series of very short flash stories that have to do with, I would say, abortion, but it's all the tentacles that have to do with the abortion situation.
Very timely.
So thank you guys. And it's a holy day, so it's really nice to see you all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
Next in line is Callie French.
Hey, Callie.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Callie.
Wow.
Welcome. Nice to see you.
Just unmute yourself, please, Callie. Let's
And
see.
your question is,
First,
we have
There we
the
go.
best audience.
Yay.
Sorry about that. Oh,
No
nice
problem.
to see you. So nice to see you. And Jeff, I haven't met you, but nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Jeff's awesome.
So I'm concerned about a home that my husband and I have contracted to have built. And some of it has to do with timelines, because they should have started by now and they haven't because of some county issues on the property. And we think the builders are good builders, but I would just like some reassurance if we continue moving forward with this, or
Okay.
we back out.
Well, in our neighborhood, I have to say, someone who's been waiting for 2 years to build just started because the prices have come down.
A lot of the supplies aren't available, right?
Yeah, and a lot of the supplies were not available, and now they are. So I think your timing is not that bad.
So this is the goddess of charisma. And to me, that says that you kind of have to be the cheerleader to get this done. You know, use your charm, use your charisma. You have to stay positive and not come off like you're not trusting them or worried about them.
I surround myself with beauty and positive people. Contractors are pretty positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, I worked on the movie The Money Pit. Use this gift when the world seems a frightening place or when people refuse to support you in your positive efforts. Remember, your actions to improve yourself are threatening to those who want to control you or resist improving themselves. Use beautiful art, music, and creativity of all kinds to remind you how wonderful and enjoyable life is. No, I get a really good feeling, actually. What do you get, Jeff?
Well, when Callie started talking, the first thing I heard was delay. I heard that immediately before you finished the sentence, and I feel like that's gonna continue. And it's not that you won't get it's not like they won't deliver what you want, because as they're saying, that part goes away, but you gotta. I don't know how long the delays really are. I don't know where they're coming, how open they are about this, what it is specific about your project that is delayed, because delays are too general. So the 3 words I got, which may, I think, resonate with you more than anyone else, it's originality, limits, and play. And for me, play is it should be fun. And this project for you should be fun. Constructing something new based on your specs typically should be a fun thing. But as Monte would say from the movie The Money Pit, beware, or be aware, because you have to beware. And so in terms of where your limits are, in terms of what your tolerance is, that's up to you too. So I get that it's original that you're creating, but understand your limits. That's a trigger. That's a sign that says stop. But because it's supposed to be playful, it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to bring joy and delight to your love, to your heart, to what you're doing. So if you're finding that this is out of alignment, your own intuition will guide you what to do.
Okay.
So I would love to say it's going to be coming early, but it's not. It's just a matter of where you want to be and how you allow it to grow. I wish you much success, though, and with this. It feels good. It came from a good place. I just don't want you to be disappointed in the timing of how it takes to manifest. That's all.
It is taking a long time. We sold a home that was quite large. I had a studio that was basically the size of a 3-car garage. And so we sold that and thought, let's go build. We had 2 large dogs and a cat. And leasing or renting was out of the question. So we bought a little teeny tiny house. I have never lived in a home this small. I now have a studio the size of a 10 by 12 bedroom. So I can't get much work done. It's difficult. So chomping at the bit to have the house built plays into being patient, and to keep the lighthearted, playful attitude is going to be the only way I can get through this. Yeah.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
All of you.
You're welcome.
Our pleasure.
Next up today is Hani. Honey or honey? I'm not sure. I'm sorry. There you are.
Honey.
Oh, hi, it's Honey. Happy
Oh.
Halloween, everyone. Thank you for having these sessions. I do appreciate them.
Thank you.
And real quick question on these three, if I pick one on each per day, is that okay? Or you just do
that's a great way to use it.
And thank you for buying it. We really appreciate it. We
Oh,
never
yeah.
take it for granted.
I do open them up from the bottom so I don't mess up this part. I open them up from the
Hey, good tip. Thanks.
That is a good tip.
So my question, okay, thank you. My question is around, am I going to have like a life partner, like a boyfriend in the future, or do I just accept it that I'm just going to have to go it alone in life?
I swear to God, when you started talking and asking that question, I heard the spirits laughing.
Why?
Because they think it's funny. They think you're definitely not going to do it alone.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I get as a psychic.
I get the dreamer.
And I'm pretty accurate, actually.
You're so good.
I've had some good answers lately. You got my favorite art.
You got the dreamer. So that's saying don't give up on that dream of finding the right partner. But it's good to tell yourself that you can do without it if you have to. I mean, that creates an opening also.
Okay.
But keep dreaming of what you want and how you want it to be. You know, we always say you got to see it, you feel it, you think it, you be it. You know, feel what it's like if that person was in the next room, you know, waiting for you to get off Zoom.
I feel like this person is a workout person. Like really strong. I don't know if that's something you want or don't want, but I feel like that. Are you a member of a gym or that kind of? Well, I feel like this person's really strong.
Okay.
Just remember he said that.
Yeah.
Wow. So I pulled 3 cards, which you'll figure out better than me, is the word risk, muse, and share. So I think the risk is not doing something. The muse is who you discover. And while you may want to share that person with others, you keep them for yourself.
Right. That's the first rule of magic, other than P first, is keep it secret.
Right. So yes, you will find someone or someone's. Just keep your eyes open and your heart open.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
We have 2 questions left. The first one is from Raven.
Okay.
Hi, Raven.
Hey, Raven.
You did it. You
got
figured it out.
What's your question?
Raven. Oh, there you go. Good.
Yay.
Oh.
Very sweet.
Breathe.
Thank you.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh no.
It's that time of year, right? I mean, fall makes me cry to begin with. So,
The leaves are drying up and the flowers are withering
and the bunnies are putting on their winter coats.
Thank you so much. I feel so grateful for what you offer.
Oh,
I'm
thank
so
you.
grateful.
How can we help?
I am moving through a death and a rebirth at a very extreme level, and I am here just to, I actually got led to you. I woke up in dream state and they said, ask the Oracle. I had no idea what this was about.
Whoa,
whoa, that's intense.
Serious, I'm shaking
Love
right
it.
now. I've met Jeff in person and Lauren and Michelle.
Oh, we
and
can't
their
let you
papers.
down.
Wait, you've met Michelle too? That's incredible.
I feel
That's
so
true.
honored just to see you.
Oh, cool. So,
That's so sweet. Let's pick a card for you since
Yeah.
crying.
Oh my God.
I get the uniter. I get the uniter card. That means I know love has come to unite me with my beloved. The uniter card. That's what you're joining this tribe. You're in tune with your dreams. I mean, that's all like a very connected, beautiful thing. It's about love.
And I want
That's the message the cards want you to know.
And I want everybody to know that the borders on these cards were done with Amy with her mother, her late
Yes,
mother.
it's a real labor of love.
So these just the way these cards unite Amy and her mother.
Cry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it says that you're a uniter. So that's you're one of the Ask the Oracle's tribe.
And I get the priestess. for you.
Oh, wow.
You really have a calling. Be
What-
still and know, listen to your hunches and intuitions. That's what we're all about, is listening to our intuition. Be ready for solutions to come that seem unsolvable to appear. So this is why you saw us in your dreams.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. 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 Wow.
Think of yourself as a priestess. You look like a priestess.
You do. I was going to say that. Except I don't know if I
Oh.
can say that in 2022.
You did.
Is that like a Me
Oh,
Too
good.
moment?
Three words, collaboration, originality, and communication. So, you know, I understand that. Remember to breathe and be you, okay?
Yeah. The thing about everybody who's here, including the audience, and is we've all had adversity. And I think the thing that no, I understand what you're laughing about too. We all keep going. I think that's the thing that makes the difference. We have not let things crush us. And there are people that would say we were stupid, that we should have let go, we should have given up, but we didn't. And we kept going. It's like one of the oracles that you saw today might not have happened, but we didn't give up. So,
Right.
so that I think that's what the message is: don't give up.
Yeah, do not give up. Do not
Thanks,
give up.
Raven. Thanks for
Thank you.
joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
And happy Halloween.
And happy Halloween. All right, our last question of the day, Lauren.
Our last question of the day is from DR.
All right.
Hey, DR.
Hi, DR.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Glad to see you guys.
Nice to see you. What's your question?
I just need to know what guidance I need for November, please.
Okay. It's a good one. Okay. The message I get is lighthearted. This is from the Art of Affirmations, and try to see the humor in things. So for some reason, the cards want you to lighten up and not take things too seriously.
Okay.
It is the best medicine, right?
Right. It is.
So you're going to know when you have to pull that in in November.
I mean, I saw you hitching up a wagon with horses. I'm not saying that that's what you're going to do, but it just feels like it's time to get going.
It's symbolic.
Symbolic, yeah. Unless, of course, you happen to have a wagon with horses. But not many people do.
Okay. Thank you.
What do you got, Jeff?
I got 3 words for November for you. Capable, innovation, and direction.
Got it. I'll work on it. And thank you so much for doing this.
Thank
course.
you.
We love doing this.
Wow, we did it.
Wow, we did it. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's a Monday, and yes, we're back for Ask the Oracles. I like to believe that before the end of the year we'll do another show.
I hope so. I'd like to.
I'm starting to have an itch, a hanker. I'm starting to have a hankering for the
It needs scratching.
it needs scratching for more cowbell.
Wow. Well, look, thank you so much, guys. This is absolutely fun. My Mondays are not complete without Ask the Oracle, so thank you for bringing this back.
Thanks, Jeff. You were great. And thanks,
Yes.
Harry. And thanks, Lauren. So good to see everybody. And if anyone has the Art of Affirmations, we'd love if you left a review. It means so much to us, or the Intuition Oracle. Reviews on Amazon.
Hey, Lauren has it.
Thanks, Joyce.
Yeah, Lauren has them.
I
have
bought them. This is a present for our sister. Her birthday is Wednesday.
Michelle Marie's got hers.
So we
Still in
got
the
2 in our house for now. One of them's going to Michelle.
Thank you so much,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Time, which will be soon.
Yeah, it should be, right?
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for joining Ask the Oracles.